On YouTube, my name is Ty with the Dividend King with another video. My son Avery in the back, and where I'm talking about dividend investing. Before I begin, I am not a financial advisor or giving financial advice, so please do your own research. I was just thinking about getting into real estate and how I'm gonna get started and buying a property, a cheaper home, and fixing it up. And I'm looking at these tax sales that goes on to my state, and you could buy the property and have an auction, and you own it free and clear, and you got to put money to fix it up. In fact, all these things in, and you need money to buy. Just to take the auction, you buy a house for way cheaper, but you will also need to do a few things. Number one, you have to have the money to go to the auction and buy the property. You don't have the money for all the fees and everything else comes with it. You will need money for any repairs. It will need repairs. Let's get that straight. It will need some work, and that can take some money, right? And that everybody can do that. And everybody can, even if you get a house for like $15,000, which is cheap for a house on sale that has no mortgage on it, but you got to pay the 15 plus fees plus repairs on the home, and you can live in it or rent it out or sell it. But it would need some money, upfront capital. That's why a lot of people don't do real estate. But these funds here is just way easier to get into. You could make money, like in February I made $1,500, $1,400 on a low month. In January I made $1,900 in January, almost $2,000 in January, right? Where in March, so far I made $780. I'm expecting to get another $400 plus one more week's worth of income. So the money that versus now, I'm sure I don't have real estate properties, so I can't speak on that. But what I can say from the outside looking in, you need some capital coming in. You probably get tax benefits from owning a home, depreciate the home, and write off a lot of things you put into the house, which is a good tax savings. But you got to put money to acquire the home. You got to find a good tenant. Even you do find a good tenant, I'm going down a good tenant route, because those people who do real estate will talk about the bad tenant route. If you find a great tenant that does well with your property, you will still need to fix it up, put money towards that, and stuff like that. Now, what I'm saying is, that these funds are easier to get into. I mean, anybody can do this. Anybody can do it. If you're dead broke, if you have very little money after you pay your bills, you can get into these funds, and you can make passive income on a weekly basis. Okay, I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've grown to make about $2,000 a month. And how much money? How many houses would you need to make $2,000 a month, right? You don't need like 4 or 5 houses, because if you get out, it's a lot of money to get to the house. I'm not saying don't get real estate. What I'm saying is real estate should be a part of the portfolio with dividend investing. So if you want passive income without the headache and hassle of a tenant or real estate, these funds should be on your radar. It should be looked at, because making $1,000 a month is game changer. It's a game changer for almost everybody. And doing this in real estate, I mean, if you do the typical way and get a mortgage and have the tenant pay the mortgage, and you charge a little bit extra on top of that to have a little profit for you, I'm seeing people make $300-$400, if that, and which is great. But you're gonna need at least 2 or 3 houses to get to $1,000. And I make that now with no house, with no tenants, no nothing. So these funds are just easy to get into. Lower, like people say there's lower barrier to entry to get something. These are even lower than that because you literally just open a Robinhood account. Yeah, but can't mess me up. The barrier to entry is not even low. It's like it's simple as open up an account with Robinhood, deposit again $10, and buying an ETF and holding it. That's it. I mean, anybody can do that. And my kids have these funds. My wife has these funds in my brokerage account and my Roth account. It is so easy. And the one good thing about this versus real estate, if you get a rental property, they take you $300 a month in rent. That $300 you can use and keep it for yourself. But with dividend investing, if I make $300 in dividends, if I don't need the money, I can easily put it back into the fund and buy more shares and make more money, right? So I make more money over time by just taking the shares, take the money that I get paid, putting it back into the fund and get more shares. You really can't do that in real estate. You pretty much, no, you can, if you get $300, you pretty much have to take $300 and do whatever you want with it, but you can't really put it back into the house and make more money. So that's one positive thing about dividend investing. I do like that you can, reinvest the dividend back into it and get more shares and make more money. And it snowballs all by itself. I mean, you can literally have everything on drip and a snowball every week for you without touching anything, without dealing with a tenant. And even you get a good tenant, you ain't worried about them leaving when the lease is up and finding a new tenant and cleaning up and make sure everything's kosher. So that's my video today, that these funds are great for anybody to get started. Even if you don't want to go real estate, these funds should be in your portfolio because these funds are great. These funds are passive and it's 100% passive. It's just, I just hold and collect. That's it. I wait till Friday and I get paid. Thursday night I get paid. Friday night I got paid $400. I like it. Thank you. Take my money and do what I want with it. So and I'm gonna continue to buy these funds, my paycheck, and these funds will change your mindset on active income and passive income. Because now I'll take my active income and buy more shares, what converts to passive income. So I'm doing that as well. But what are your thoughts on them below? Thanks for watching.